the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now an injury timeout, and that is Davante Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. More from LA in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On first down, Justin Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chargers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. Well, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go.
Herbert on first down now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Running on first down, Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Hey, Ram. What is up?
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Chris Wormley able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw here, O'Connell. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Herbert off of play action. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Dicker down attack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On second down, Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Garoppolo now. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Davis now to return it. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Herbert changing things up. On second down, Eckler. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Herbert now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Abdullah to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Play action. Garoppolo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Touchdown! Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores, we get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Caught by Allen. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To the air again, Herbert. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and goal. Now it's Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, now Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. A first down there on a pick at the 25. Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
21. Hey, Kappa. What is it?
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Shoves him aside. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He lost lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll bring Renfro in motion right. Now a give to Jacobs running right. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Fighting through it. He's got space. Still going. Inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Herbert off of play action. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27.
Set. Set.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
Here we go, here we go.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Here we go, here we go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Yeah, it is.
3 tight ends in the ball
It's a
game
new
here on
Madden.
1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before
Shit's
he
so
wanted to.
flawed,
He was
man.
right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So it's a win here for the LA Chargers. And it was thanks to the fine play